Fortnite Fracture was strange. We loaded up into the event having so many expectations based off of leaks, teasers, and hints from Epic themselves, but then when we saw the actual event, it was a total letdown. Where was Midas? Where was the Loop Breaker project? Where was the nothing? So many questions and absolutely no answers. Anyways, I'm not here to rant, I'm here to explain what happened during the event because of how confusing it was for many people. Like, what happened with the Herald? Is she actually dead or alive? What was the whole Zero Fusion thing about? And what happened with the Paradigm? Is she dead too? I have all the answers to those questions, so let's get right into it. The event starts off with the loopers getting ready to fight the incoming Chrome that's heading toward the reality tree. Then the Herald makes her grand entrance and starts walking towards the loopers, signifying that she is going there for something, which is to Chrome the reality tree, and the reason will be explained shortly. The loopers launch their attack on the Herald, but the Chrome is protecting her from getting hurt by the shots. Eventually, the shots are too much for her, and she begins to fall. The loopers, noticing that she is weak, seize the opportunity to launch their missiles and blow her up. And then they begin celebrating, thinking that they defeated the Herald. But they were gravely mistaken. Turns out the Herald merged with the Chrome to make herself bigger, and she proceeds to slap the loopers in the reality tree, finally finishing the spread of the Chrome throughout the entire island. The Herald got solidified in the Chrome, and then in moments, Reality Zero blew up. It seems that the reality tree was a bomb of some sorts that used the 0 Point's power to blow up the entire island, or rather it was going to make the 0 Point blow up the island itself. Now some of you may be wondering, why didn't the Herald do that earlier if it was so easy to blow up the island? The only reasonable excuse I have for that is that the tree had to charge up and gather the 0 Point's power or manipulate the 0 Point, which is why the 0 Point eventually went dormant, because the tree was both messing with it and draining all of its power for the moment when it was going to be used to blow everything up. I hope that makes sense. If you disagree, that's totally fine. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And what happened with the Herald? Is she dead or alive? The Herald is most likely alive. It seems that as soon as the Chrome touched the tree, she knew everything was going to instantly blow up, so she solidified herself with the Chrome in order to protect herself and save her life. Moving on, what was Zero Fusion about? So to quickly sum it up, Zero Fusion is when the 0 Point takes pieces from multiple realities and fuses it all into one island. At least that is what I gathered from all of it. Throughout the event, we had to collect 0 fragments in order to power the 0 Point back up after the explosion, so it would be able to create a new island and seal itself off from the Omniverse before some big threat arrives and takes advantage of the exposed 0 Point. But in order for Zero Fusion to occur, someone has to sacrifice their life to activate it, and that someone was the Paradigm. I believe this situation is sort of the same situation the Foundation was in the Zero Crisis finale, where now the Paradigm is sealed in the 0 Point and she'll never be able to leave it until some threat messes the 0 Point up and frees her, just like what happened with the Foundation. Now many of you may be asking, why couldn't Paradigm just fly away so the 0 Point wouldn't take her? I'm pretty sure the 0 Point would have grabbed her regardless if she tried to fly away. So that's that. With the 7 now gone, who is going to protect the island? And with the IO and TLR also gone, who is going to threaten it? Perhaps we will save those questions for another time. Thank you all for watching. If you have made it this far, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed these Fortnite storyline videos, a like is appreciated, and please consider using my code Rezztro in the item shop. That would be awesome. See you guys in the next one. Take care.